Before they became one of the most streamed bands on the planet, Maroon 5 were a teenage group that failed miserably. Their first album flopped, their record label dropped them, and the band actually broke apart. But just when it seemed over, a twist would turn them into global superstars. Stick around, because this story includes name changes, total reinvention, and the moment Adam Levine almost walked away from music forever. Our story begins in 1994, with 4 high school friends in Los Angeles: Adam Levine, Jesse Carmichael, Mickey Madden, and Ryan Dusick. But back then, they weren't called Maroon 5. They were Kara's Flowers, a teenage alt-rock band with a sound completely different from what you know today. At just 17, they got signed to a major label, every young musician's dream. But here's the hook. Their 1997 album, The Fourth World, was a complete commercial failure. So bad, in fact, their record label dropped them. And what came next nearly ended the band permanently. Kara's Flowers disbanded. Adam and Jesse left Los Angeles and went to college in New York. But that move changed everything. There, they were exposed to R&B, soul, and hip-hop genres they'd never considered before. This new influence pushed them to reinvent their entire sound. When the band reunited, they added guitarist James Valentine. And with him came a new direction, and a new name: Maroon 5. But what inspired the name? That's still a mystery one the band keeps intentionally secret. In 2002, Maroon 5 released songs about Jane. And here's a twist that might shock you. The album didn't take off right away. It took nearly 2 years before the world started paying attention. Then came the explosion. Harder to Breathe, This Love, She Will Be Loved, hit after hit. The album skyrocketed into the charts, eventually selling over 10 million copies. But behind the scenes, something devastating was happening to the band's drummer. While Maroon 5 toured non-stop, drummer Ryan Dusick began suffering severe nerve and shoulder injuries. Eventually, he had to leave the band he helped create. It was a heartbreaking blow, and the band wasn't sure how to move forward. They brought in Matt Flynn as a replacement, but Dusick's departure marked the end of the band's original lineup, and as the band continued to evolve, so did Adam Levine. And the media attention that followed would change Maroon 5 forever. The band leaned even more into pop with their next albums. It Won't Be Soon Before Long, Hands All Over, and the massive, overexposed Moves Like Jagger became a global phenomenon, pushed partly by Adam Levine's rising fame from The Voice. Some fans loved the new direction. Some said the band had changed too much. But one thing was certain: Maroon 5 had become a pop powerhouse, far bigger than Kara's Flowers ever could have imagined. And just when everyone thought they'd peaked, they dropped one of their biggest songs ever. In 2018, Maroon 5 released Girls Like You. It topped charts around the world, spent weeks at #1, and became one of the most streamed songs of the decade. With each album, Maroon 5 showed their unusual ability to adapt to whatever the musical world was doing. From teenage rock band, to R&B-inspired reinvention, to global pop icons. Maroon 5's journey is one of survival, reinvention, and pure persistence. Whether you've been following them since the Kara's Flowers days, or discovered them through one of their massive hits, Maroon 5 has stayed relevant for nearly 3 decades, something almost no band in the world can say. If you want a breakdown of their albums, their songwriting evolution, or the real story behind songs about Jane, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives like this one.